Hi, it's Natalia with Enchanted Herbals and the Rooted Womb. And today's video is going to be just briefly about detox. I wanted to kind of touch base with maybe reasons why you might detox and what I think about detoxing and maybe a couple of quick tips to kind of help you. So detox, one of the main reasons why you would is your body's detoxing almost all the time, trying to keep itself well, and really detoxes at night when you're going to bed. So what I mean by that is that through different systems, through your breath, through your digestion, through your skin and your kidneys, your body has all these different ways of releasing, removing, and getting rid of toxins and things that it no longer needs. And with today's society and the food choices that we have, a lot of those systems get bogged down. So as usual, I make a statement of food is medicine. So allowing yourself to pick the right foods for you and your body will help immensely in your body's ability to detox. So foods that are helpful are greens, lots of fruits and vegetables, high fiber foods, low mucus building foods. So no processed foods, sugars, dairy, and red meats, or anything that you think that you might be allergic to. So getting all those out of your diet allows for the body to begin to do what it normally can do in detoxing. And my way, like how I like to have people go through that process, is usually a little bit more gentle. I don't mind intermittent fasting, where maybe you eat and you stop eating at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you might eat again like 10 or 11 the next day. So 10 to 12 hours or so is intermittent fasting. So I like to do that process. And then this Khichdi cleanse that I like to do is an Ayurvedic cleanse. It's really good for starting to clean out the lymphatic system, which is the highway of our immune system, so it needs to be functioning properly. And then just good old increasing your fruits and vegetables, making sure you're sweating, making sure you're moving, making sure you're breathing deep. You're using these different systems to detox. Make sure you're pooping. Pooping is really important. I'm not a real big fan of pushing yourself with big detoxes, with an excess amount of like juicing and no food or fiber intake for long periods of time, maybe a couple of days, like I think is a great idea. But doing long detoxes for weeks or even months, especially if your constitution is low or you already have some sort of existing chronic disease or illness or something going on, you might not be strong enough to go through that. So one thing to remember is always make sure that your pathways are open and moving. What I talked about earlier, like with your digestion, your liver, your kidneys, your breath, your sweating, your pooping, you're making sure all these things are moving before you start any kind of detox process. But then also just know yourself, know your constitution. Are you already deficient in mineral content and nourishment to where when you start this process, it's going to make you more deficient, and then possibly even as you start to release the toxins in the body, it's going to make you feel really sick. So I always opt to go slow, especially if you're new to cleanses or detoxes, is just really focus on getting your body working properly and allowing it to do what it needs to do. So get it working and get out of its way. So again, that's increasing your greens is one of the big things that I like to recommend. And then the other thing I like to recommend is some warm lemon water every morning to just prime the digestion and get yourself moving. There's a couple of herbs I can throw out, like dandelion and burdock and milk thistle. These are really great in supporting the body and mineralizing the body, in getting the liver moving, the digestion moving, and even the lymph moving in the case of burdock. So I will be teaching a class about this too, and hopefully I can get a class up here on YouTube about it also, and I'll go far more in depth of the different pathways of detoxing and what you can do to open those pathways, talk about why you would detox, and tips and solutions and supplements and more herbs and foods to dive into. So thanks for listening. Please share if you enjoyed the video. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. And remember, take care of yourself. You are important, and food is medicine. Thank you.